Hello everybody. Welcome to my live. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining me. Today is January 2nd, 2024. It's a brand new year. I'm super excited because I have a lot to show you tonight because we have a brand new catalog starting on Thursday the 4th. So that's good. Lots of fun products I can't wait to play with. All right, I hope everybody had a great holiday. It's kind of a blur at this point. I feel like it went by really fast. And here we are, already in the new year. So I hope everyone had a great holiday. I went to Chicago, so I haven't been home for Christmas in about 11 years. Mostly we have it here, and the kids come up sometimes. Happy New Year, Renee. But we went to Chicago, and it was awesome to have a nice Christmas. Got to see everybody, got to see friends, family. So that was amazing. Got to spend it with the kids. I picked up a bonus virus on the way home, I think on the airplane on Thursday. So I started having symptoms on Saturday and really didn't feel well today. So I was kind of on and off all day, like, am I going to go on? Am I not going to go on? And then the weather here has been crazy. The high was 49 today, and it's been pouring buckets and thunderstorming. Sometimes we get rain, but we don't usually get thunderstorms. So the lights did flash once, so I thought, okay, am I going to have internet tonight either? But here we are. So hopefully I can make it through it and the Wi-Fi can make it through it. So thank you for joining me, everyone. It's good to see everybody again. I feel like just being off for 2 weeks, it feels like forever. I didn't stamp until I got home from Chicago. So, I was having stamping withdrawal for about 9 days, but busy and crazy and fun in place of that. So I'm ready to get back into it. All right, so let's start off with our share contest. We didn't have one because I was going to be off for 2 weeks, but I thought it would be fun to give away an embellishment from the new catalog. So this week I'm going to give away these adhesive back lightning and stars. These are super fun, and who doesn't need stars for like everything, right? All you have to do is share my video either on Facebook, on my Facebook business page, or on YouTube. If you're watching me later on YouTube, hi Lisa, Happy New Year. Then please, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, and if you like the video, give me a like, a thumbs up. But I'm about 11 viewers away from one of my goals on YouTube, so I'm hoping to get some more subscribers this week and reach my goal. Anyway, I'll give this away next week. Make sure you put in the comments that you shared too, so I can see that you shared. All right, who's ready to get started on some fun stuff? All right, I'm going to turn my camera down. Thank you for sharing. All right, getting ready for the new catalog. Hi, Lois. Okay, let me pull up my chair, find myself on Facebook so I can see your comments now that I change the camera around. There we go. Very good. Very good. Oh, thank you for subscribing too. Okay, you guys, this catalog is only 2 days away. So we have the mini catalog, which is going to be great. And this premieres on Thursday the 4th. And Sale-A-Bration starts too. So you can earn free stuff when you order. I still can't open this up and show you anything inside, just the products that we're going to use. But next week I can open the catalog. So that's pretty exciting. Okay, so we are going to do calendar class today. So we're going to do January, February, and March calendars. Now, we did this class last year, and I do it every quarter. So the next quarter is going to be in March, where we'll do April, May, and June. So last year, let me just recap and show you what we did last year. We made this fun little box on the 4th quarter to hold them all in. So if you were making these for a gift for someone for the next year, this box worked out great. Here are our calendars from last year. And I do like to mention too, I got this idea, I cased this idea from Erica Serwin. She's one of my uplines. And I just love how she did the calendar class, and I wanted to do one on my own. So I started doing these. So last year, here was January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, remember summer, September, October, November, and this one I just put away a couple days ago. So that was it. That was our class from last year. We did it in 4 parts. We're going to do the same thing this year. So we're going to start with our first quarter today. Now these are products from the new catalog, which I think is super fun. So let's get started making these right away. Now you can get this calendar kit for free if you place an order of $35 or more with me this week by Saturday the 6th. So if you're looking for the new catalog items to order, you really only have Thursday, Friday, Saturday to order. I cut and mail everything, get everything packaged up on Sundays, and you'll receive all the cardstock and everything, pre-cut start cardstock, ribbons, embellishments for these cards. You will need the sets because I cannot send any stamped images, and we'll go through that as we go along. So I know it's a lot to start with 3 brand new sets, but I picked sets that I think everybody's going to like and everybody's going to want. Here is the host code for this week. It is SFVBYW4N. Okay. The first one we're going to do, we're going to use this new hot air balloon set. So this is super fun. I fell in love with this. I already, hold on, sorry. I was just looking. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Renee. Okay, sorry, reading comments. Hot air balloon, super fun. Love the colors. So we have a lot of things in this set, okay? I was going to see if I have... and dies. You have these beautiful Baker's Twine 3-pack. Look at the colors on that. We're not using that tonight, but here is some of the paper with the beautiful colors and designs. So this is a really fun set to have. I'm going to be using this paper a lot because these are some of my favorite colors. Okay. And the other thing we're going to use is the Days to Remember. This is still in the annual catalog. I don't know if it'll carry over next year. We'll have to see what happens in May when the catalog ends, but this has been a great set. I use it obviously for the calendars. It's a good set to have, like a forever set, right? You're always going to want to have it. I also use the Stylish Shapes dies. Anything Stylish Shapes in these I've already cut for you, so you don't have to worry about cutting those. Okay, here are our pieces. This is a pretty easy card, calendar card to make. So we'll go through our steps here. Okay, so our card base is always going to be the 6 by 4 1/4. Now what we end up doing is putting these on a little easel stand, okay? Last year I used black stands. This year I'm going to use more of a natural wood, and they just sit right on here, as you can see, so you can have it at your desk, anywhere you like. TV stand, fireplace, just so you have a little look at your calendar for the month. I keep mine on my desk right next to my computer so I can look at the dates all the time. So in addition to getting these packets to make the cards, I will also send you an easel, and I will also send you one of these 2024 mini tear-off calendars. Maybe you like to use this instead of stamping your own, so you can adjust that and put that on instead if you would like to. So I will send you both of those when you get the free kit too. Okay, I said we were going to start doing it and I lied, right? Okay, so we have our card base. Our next layer, we're using that beautiful DSP with the balloons. It's lighter than air DSP. It's 5 3/4 by 4. So that's going to be our next layer right there. You guys take a look at this glass mat too that I'm using. I know the reflection may be a little bit rough, although I don't see it. Oh yeah, I can see it right here. With the lights. You can see my lights, but yeah, okay, but that's okay. I love it. It's really nice to work with, so I'm super excited. So they had demonstrators could order it in advance, but then they cut it off because they wanted to make sure there was enough for customers. And how you get this glass mat is to join Stampin' Up. In addition to that, it also comes with this fabulous Stampin' Up silicone mat that has a lot of uses. You can put little water in here. This is for your brushes. You can put your stamp pads on. This will hold the little stamping spots. So lots of great uses for that. And this really thin chamois, which is like our other chamois, but you kind of use it as a cleaning cloth. So I haven't broken mine out yet. Okay, back to the card. Sorry, I got distracted. All right, we've got this piece that we're going to do some stamping and die cutting. This is the largest square from the Stylish Shapes dies, so that's going to be a layer for us. Okay, and then I also have this. This is Balmy Blue. This is 3 by 2 1/4. This is going to mat the back of our calendar. And then, and this piece is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 for the die cut. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 inch by 3 inch for the die cutting, that square. Okay, sorry, I got confused. Okay, basic white cardstock. This is 2 3/4 by 2. This is what we're going to stamp our calendar on. I've got this little piece that I cut out also of the stylish shape dies we're going to stamp our month on. And then we're also going to use this for some die cutting, just the background. I like to put the little basket in the background, so we're going to cut a couple of those out too. All right, let's do our stamping first. Let's get the hard part out of the way and use our calendar stamp. Okay, so there's 31 days in January. I start with Sundays, so the Sunday is going to be all the way the 7th, right? So it's going to start here. It's going to have 31 days, so we don't have to mask anything off. You can see mine is badly stained because I've used the heck out of it. We're going to do fresh freesia for the calendar. Okay, so when Stampin' Up! Designed this, they made it perfectly the right size to do 7 days across, right, with this stamp. So like I said, we're going to start on the 7th. So you can see the 7 right here. And I'm just going to ink up the numbers that I need right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to see if I can get it centered on here. Again, with the 7 being the first one. And okay, pretty good. And I feel like this glass mat really helps get a nice crisp image on the stamps too. So I like that. Okay, so that's ready. Let's do the little January and Balmy Blue. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put all my stamp pads. I used a lot of stamp pads this week. So I've got them all stacked up over here. Okay, where is January? Right here. Okay, next after this, we're going to start stamping the balloons. Okay, there's our January, all set. Okay, so you can die cut balloons, you can stamp balloons. For this one, we're going to stamp and then die cut our balloons. I'm going to start with Highland Heather. I think that's what I used. Did I use Highland Heather? I don't think so. I think I used fresh freesia again. Let's try that. Okay. And this is going to have 2 parts. So I've got this big balloon shape right here. Fresh freesia. That's what we decided to go with here. I'm going to stamp that right here. Perfect, right? Okay, then the next layer I'm going to do in Lost Lagoon. All right, and here's the layer that goes in between here. Now you can make your balloons any color that you want. It's a lovely variety of colors. They're all listed. I'm going to pull this down so I can get right over it. Okay, that's going to fade out a little bit too. It looks dark now, but it will fade out a bit. Okay, the next one I'm going to use is Bubble Bath. And we're going to do a Bubble Bath and Lemon Lolly Balloon. Now this is a different stamp. 2 steps again. Here's our pieces for this. So I'm going to start with the Bubble Bath. Hold on a second. I need to just get, hi Pam. Okay, need a little sip of water there. Bubble Bath. And then Lemon Lolly on the other piece that's going to go on the inside. Now, if you still have a Stamparatus or a different brand, that's helpful. Otherwise, you can just line it up like I'm going to try and do. and try and stay in the lines. This bottom curved part, I'm going to try and hook up to the bottom curved part there. That really helps me out a little bit. Okay, I think that came out pretty good. Okay, now we have our balloons. So what we're going to do next is get out our dies. And let me just show you what we're going to do. So here's the 2 balloon dies. So we've got this big one goes here. This one goes here. I'm going to cut out 2 of these. So I can put one here. And I'm going to do the 2 clouds. Okay. So all that can be cut out like that. So I'm going to run this through. And then I'll run it through again. So I have 2 of these. Look at these little banners. Aren't they cute? I wish I would have used that too. Okay. So all that comes out. And then let me find our pieces because I pre-cut as much as I could to save us some time tonight. So we've got this and this, one of these, couple of clouds, the other one of these, and I need another cloud, but I think they're different sizes. Yep. Okay, so we've got that. Then the other thing you're going to do is take this little die right here, so you kind of have the basket die, and just die cut it out of the crumb cake. So you're going to have 2 of these little pieces. Okay, just for the back of the basket. Okay, so now we have our pieces. Let me move this so I don't lose my pieces to this. First week in January, can't lose dies right off the bat. Okay. All right, that's good. We've got all our pieces. We can start assembling. All right, so let's start with the calendar. And just kind of mount that. I enjoyed having these calendars last year. I count on them. I ended up making 2 sets. Now, if you wanted to, you could take last year's too and just pull these out and change the calendar part and then reuse them again for the next year. But I think it's fun to use some of the new stuff too. So I'm going to make new ones this year. Make a couple if you want to make, you know, get started on next year's Christmas, right? Presents. Be a nice gift for someone if you did it ahead to 2025 calendars, right? Okay, so this one right about here at the bottom. Then we're going to put this here on a diagonal. I'm going all the way to the top and kind of centered. Okay, let's pop up our balloons. Now, before we do that, I want to attach these. You know what? And let's get this. Now, this can go last. So as you can see on these, I put the strings behind. I think the strings actually go on the front. So you can do it however you want to do it. It's up to you. This time I think I will do the strings on the front. So I'm just going to take a little bit of glue. Then you can see them both ways and decide which way that you like better. Okay, I got a couple little pieces to poke out here. All right, so I'll do the back of it since we're going to put it on the front this time. Just a couple little strings like this. And I'm just going to hook it right up to the side like that so you can see the strings kind of hanging off. Okay, there's one. Then I'm going to put a little adhesive on the back of this. And I'm going to put our basket color in the background. Now I'm just going to snip off these 2 little string pieces back here, okay? And let me get my little tweezers out because that helps me with my nails. And just put it right on the back like that. It fits perfectly. Okay, there's one balloon. All right, hold on. I dropped my little basket. It went somewhere, and guess what? It's the same exact color as the carpet, so let me see if I have an extra. I tend to die cut a lot of stuff at the same time. Excuse me. Okay, let's do the other one. Ooh. Lois, I'm just reading your comment that you lost a die and your husband bought you a magnetic dish they use for car bolts for Christmas. That's awesome. That is awesome. I lost a stamp, was it, I don't know, a couple days ago when I was working on this set. And you know, it's always stuck behind something, so I had to check behind absolutely everything, and I finally found it. Because those little stamps are sticky. Okay, let me see if I can get this straight. I don't know. I guess I like it. I mean, it's probably more correct to have it on the outside, so I like it both ways. Okay, and we'll snip this off. Okay, now we're going to pop this one up. Find some dimensionals. Even though it's 49, I have the air conditioning on because it gets hot with these lights in here. My husband's going to come upstairs and be like, what are you doing? It's 49 out and I have the air on. Okay. But I'll probably turn the heat back on once this is over. Funny. Okay. This I'm going to put right about here, just popped up like that. This one I'm going to partially pop up. On this side, I just want to put a little adhesive because it's going to go over the other one. One of the things I got for Christmas I'm super excited about is I got a TV for my craft room. So I wall mounted that, so now I can watch TV while I'm in here crafting if I choose to do it, or watch some videos or whatever I want to do. So I'm kind of excited about that. Okay, let's get, do big dimensionals fit on here? I can't remember. Let's see. I think they fit just perfectly on here. So I don't have to get the minis out. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put this right across here. I don't know, do I want the balloon? I think I want the balloon to come over it a little bit, just like that. Now, if it bothers you, if these are sticking up a little, you can put a mini dimensional under these too, if you would like to. Okay, then the last thing I'm going to do is get out some of these really beautiful, these are rainbow adhesive back dots, okay, and obviously the colors coordinate. Let's put our clouds on first. Kind of stick it behind the balloon a little bit and off. I thought this was just a fun, colorful kickoff January kind of calendar to kind of lift your spirits right in January, right? Okay, so, excuse me. Okay, let's use a little pink one. These all come in big and little in all the different rainbow colors, so these are fun. Okay, that's it, you guys. We have our first month of the year, January. I can't wait to get it on my desk. All right, let's go on to February now. It had to be Valentine's Day, right? So I love this set. This was a pre-order. This is the new catalog, this cute little Be Mine set. And so what we're going to use for this one, okay, sorry, I'm distracted. I was looking at all the comments again. So Be My Valentine, this is the stamp set for this, super fun. And then this is the, kind of messy. I already got glue dots on it. This is the punch. And it cuts the wings or a heart. Isn't that convenient? It can just be heart, little hearts, and then the bee. So that's pretty awesome punch. Super easy to do. So that I love. Don't you love this little honeycomb stamp? So many things. The flowers. I can't wait to really get into this set and use it for more than just this one thing. All right. So we're using that. We're using my favorite Scalloped Contours dies. And again, I will cut the Scallop Contour die cuts for you. So this is how it will come to you, just like this. And then we'll do our cutting and our stamping. Okay. Again, 6 by 4 1/4. This is Sweet Sorbet. Then I have the Be Mine DSP. Let me kind of give you a little quick showing of this beautiful DSP. All Sweet Sorbet. Look at this with the cute little honey jars and all the bees and the flowers. This paper is the cutest. I just love it. I can't wait to do a card class with this. Look at the little pink honeycombs, petal pink. Nice. Who doesn't need a nice stripe? Really fun paper. And on this side is the bigger bees and hearts. Just really, really cute. Okay. So we'll go ahead and put this layer on. I hate to cover up this part of the layer, right? It's so cute. You could, if you wanted to, you could put this on the back of it too. It's up to you what you want to do. Too many choices. Okay. Our next layer, we're going to be building onto our scalloped rectangle. And then I have this piece from that same DSP. And this is 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. So we can go ahead and just put that flat down. I want to get some more of this paper on Thursday. I might be a paper hoarder. It's possible. It is possible. Okay, this is going to be our background for the calendar. This is going to be from the Scalloped Contours dies also. This is going to be our actual calendar, so we've got those layers. Now the rest of this, we're just going to stamp February on here and trim it off. The rest of the pieces on here, we're just going to do some stamping and die cutting. All right, so let's get these out. We're going to stamp on these 3 pieces. These other ones are for die cutting, and I also need a little Be Mine. So we're going to do that. I don't know why it was missing from this kit, but I did find an extra one on the floor, so it must be where it came from. Okay, super easy. So let's do the calendar part first, okay? So let's start with February, and I'm doing that in Memento. Let me find my February. Okay, we've got that. I'm going to keep this handy because we're going to use that. Then I used Sweet Sorbet for the calendar. And let me just clean off my stamp. I actually did buy an extra one of these stamp sets to have. Because like I said, this is for me, this is a forever stamp set. I always want to have the stamp set. All right, Sweet Sorbet. Okay, February. It's a leap year, 29 days. Number 4 is the Sunday. So we're going to start here and we're going to go over 7. So we're going to have to tape off the 30th and 31st. So I'm just going to use a little Post-it tape. You can use washi tape, regular Post-it note. Just mask it off. And then let's turn this the correct way and get it stamped up. Okay. Starting with the 4th. This doesn't want to stick for some reason. Maybe because it was still wet from cleaning it. Okay. Sticky. I'm going to make sure I get enough ink on here. All right. Pull off my Post-it tape. Get it centered on here, starting with the 4th to the left. Right about here. Okay. Very good. All right, we've got that. We've got that. Let's do some bees. I'm using Daffodil Delight for the bees. I think I can put this one away. Excuse me. To get a little bit of a drink of water. Okay, so we're going to build our bee with Daffodil Delight. And these can be switched any way you want them to go, right? So we're just going to do 2 of these. Now we need to put our stripes on. And I've still got my Memento ink out for the black. Okay. Here's our cute little bee stripes in the little stinger. So I'm going to try and get this lined up. I feel like that's not dark enough. There's one. I'm going to flip it around and have this one go the other way. My stinger's kind of hanging off a little bit. If that bothers you, could color that in with a little Stampin' Right marker too. Or redo it, or whatever you want. Okay, let's put some eyes on this little guy. So I just got the smiley face. There's several different faces that you can put on here. I think there's a cute little winky one. Now, if you wanted to get a little bit more involved with it, let me pull that out. You could also stamp this little antenna, and this is great if you're just stamping on something. We're punching these out, but you could also fussy cut the little antennas and add the antennas. Here's a couple of the little faces for the bees on here. If you wanted to, you could take a little bit of a Stampin' Right marker. I've got light Bubble Bash. We add a little bit of cheeks right here. I didn't do that to the first one, but we'll try it. Make it look a little bit cuter. It's very light. Okay, let's get out our punch and punch these guys out. And flip it around and do the other one. And we've got our cute little bees. Now you could also, you know, we've got it going left and right. You could also have them flying straight up and put the face this way and put 2 sets of wings. So lots of options with this. Okay, let's do the wings. Speaking of the wings. And so I have petal pink, and I'm going to do petal pink on petal pink. So when I first did it, my first card, I did vellum and I stamped it black on the vellum, but I didn't really like it then. And I thought, well, I saw a lot of pink on pink in the catalog. Let's try that and see if that's better. But if you like vellum, you could do vellum. You could do white with the black wings. Again, lots of options for that. All right, so we've got our wings. Let's cut these little heart-shaped wings out now. One. Okay, I think that I put that on a bad angle. Let me cut some of this off. See, I was not paying attention. I should have went straight up with that. Okay, hold on. More Post-it tape, please. It feels good to craft again. I do like making cards and crafting. It's so relaxing. Okay, let's put the wings on. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue. You could also use Stampin' Seal. One. Okay, there's our little bees. Okay, so out of this, we're going to cut a big heart and a small heart out of the same punch, and we can just punch those together at the same time. So we've got that. And then I need 2 of the small hearts out of the Sweet Sorbet. There's one. Flip it over and do the other. Okay, now we've got all our pieces, and let's put it together. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this ribbon, and this is the Sweet Sorbet bordered ribbon. And this is part of the suite as well. Look how pretty this is. And I'm just going to tie it around the back and tie a bow off to the side. Make sure I have enough ribbon here. And I want it to come down a little bit. I can always adjust that later though. This is a beautiful ribbon, and it just coordinates so nicely with this suite. All right, let's kind of turn this so it's sideways. Okay, that looks about right. Let's make this one a little bit shorter. Okay. All right, this piece goes on this piece. Okay, and this is going to go behind. So let's just use some seal on the back of here. And I want it pretty close to the top, right about there. Okay, so then this can be popped up, you know. Just put some on the top row and on the bottom row, because I want it over the ribbon. And I'm going to move that ribbon down just a little bit more. Have you guys had a chance to look through the new catalog already and pick your favorite things out? There's some really, really cute stuff. I can't wait to use it all. And then the stuff that I'm like, I don't know. I'm already seeing other people do cute stuff with it, so I'm like, Okay, let's see how this new mat works with dimensionals on it. Okay. That can go right about here. I want it still a little bit more over. I want it almost to the edge, really. Okay. Right about there, it looks good. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Little nose emergency. Okay. Let me just wipe my hands with my little cloth. Okay, so we have our February. We're just going to cut it off at an angle. And I'm just tacking this down. You could pop it up if you want to. So that's going to go right about here. Let's put our bees on. These are going to be popped up. Excuse me. It's getting nice and chilly in here now. It feels pretty good. All right, one cute little bee up here, another cute little bee down here. All right, so we've got our hearts now to put on. And what I did with this one, I felt it was a little bit large and plain, so I just took my Stampin' Right marker in Sweet Sorbet, and you could add dots. I just added some dashes, just like so it looks like a little bit of stitching going around, just to add a little something extra. You can skip that part if you want, or add something that you would like. The other thing you could do with this, do you guys have that plaid stamp? You could put the plaid stamp over it in Sweet Sorbet and make a cute little yellow and Sweet Sorbet heart, which I think would be cute in plaid. Okay, let's pop it up. We're going to need minis for the small ones. Actually, I didn't pop this one up. I don't want to pop that one up. Well, I guess it won't hurt. It can't be too high because it's a calendar. It's just sitting on an easel stand, right? So I guess it's okay to pop it up. All right. These hearts, I need some minis. So there's several Valentine's Day bundles. So I think there's at least 3. So I can't remember what I'm doing next week. I kind of mapped everything out through the end of March. But I know very soon we're going to be starting on Valentine's Day, and we'll probably do about 3 weeks of Valentine's Day, because I feel like a lot of people send cards on Valentine's Day. So I feel like I need a lot of Valentine's Day cards. Whoops. All right, that one right there. And then these bottom 2 are just going to go, oops, see, I did it again. I don't want that one. I want this one flat. And then I'll put the other one over it. Okay, to add just a little bit more embellishment onto it, I've got a little wink of Stella for the wings. All right, thanks you guys. I'm reading your comments. Thank you so much. Little wink of Stella. All right, and then the next embellishment, really cute too. These are called adhesive backs, hearts, and flowers. So let's put some of those on because it's fun. So we've got, whoa, that's a little harder to get up. I'm going to use the other side. And I got a little bit of that putty on there. Just put this one down. My nails are getting in the way. I always think when they ask me when I get a full set done for the length, I always think they're shorter than they are, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. And then I look at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so long. What am I gonna do? I can't type. So next time it'll be just a fill and it'll be shorter. Okay, and this cute little daisy one, let's put this one on. We could have added some of the hearts too, just really, aren't these cute little embellishments? I love them. Come on, get over there. Okay, I think, did we get everything? Did we do it all? I think we got it. There's our February calendar ready for us to go. I like, can you see the wink of Stella, how that shines on the wings? Very pretty. Okay, you guys, we have one more. Let's do the next one. You roll up. Oh, you guys, I forgot the Be Mine. How could I? How could I forget that? I've got a big old space up here with nothing there. Let me get the sweet sorbet. I think Alexa is trying to interact with me right now. Be Mine. Okay. I can't believe I almost forgot that. That's what happens when you're out of practice. Not that I don't forget it on a regular day, because I do that too, but. All right, I've got some of the putty. Okay, here we go. Now it's finished, for real this time. Okay. Let me put some things away. All right, last one we're gonna do is the one with the painted lavender set. I think this set is really, really pretty. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. So this will be our March. This is the painted lavender stamp set. These are the dies that go with it. I haven't even had time to put my dies on magnet sheets yet because I just haven't had time. So these are some of the dies that we're going to use. And then I've also used from this new die set, Perennial Postage, which coordinates with this whole suite, Perennial Postage dies. I use this die right here to do the calendar on for this. So I will die cut this for you in the kit so you don't have to have this too. I mean, we can't get everything at once, right? It's too much. too much. What do you guys think about this glass mat, huh? I'm super excited about it. It's just really nice. Is it bothering you with the lights, the reflection? Okay, here's our pieces for this. I wonder if there's some kind of diffuser or something you could use. Okay, Highland Heather, 6 by 4 1/4. This is the perennial postage. I'm sure it has a different, is it lovely lavender? What's it called? Perennial lavender DSP. I've got a couple in here, but look at the colors on this. Look at the cute little butterflies on the piece that we're using. Look at the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors. I'm not really a purple person, so to speak, but oh, look at this. Won't that make beautiful cards? But I think this set is absolutely gorgeous. It's got, oh, look at this gingham. So pretty. Look at the purple. It's this, I can't wait again to play with. Lots of fun. Great, great, great paper. All right. So, like I said, then this piece is 5 3/4 by 4. I feel like I'm starting to lose my voice. Okay. So there's the background for ours. We're going to do some stamping and die cutting on here. This is going to be for our calendar. This is going to say March on it from Stylish Shapes Dies. These will be cut out for you. And then this is going to be our little mat for the calendar. And then this, we're going to do some die cutting. Okay. So again, let's do this part first. Let me clean that stamp off one more time. Hi, Donna. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Okay, so this time I'm going to use... Did I put it away? Nope, the Lost Lagoon. And let me get out the other colors I'm going to need for this one. Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Fresh Freesia. Okay. Keep those handy. So our calendar is going to be Lost Lagoon. There's 31 days in March. The Sunday is the 3rd. I think I just got a little bit of ink on there. I sure did. Okay. So 31 days, so we don't have to mask anything off. Starting with the 3rd, so that's the second one over. Make sure I get the 31 all inked up too. 5 weeks, so I'm going to pull it down a little just to make sure I get everything on there. Okay. All right, I'm going to do the March and Highland Heather. I'm going to have to clean up the one I just messed up with my my sand eraser. Okay, March, here you go. Okay. All right, now, I just stuck. We're going to use all 3 of the purples, right? So I'm going to do the Gorgeous Grape. And the first one I'm going to do is this big one. Excuse me. So I'm going to do that here, just like that. Now I'm going to do 2 colors, starting with the Fresh Freesia for the other stem. Hold on one second. I need to get another drink of water. My throat's getting a little dry from talking. Okay. So that's the stamp right here. So I'm going to do 2 of these. Let me just flip this over so I have enough room. Oh, that's the wrong color. You see me do that? Clean it off. I want the lighter color in the background for this. Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to do 2 of these. 1, 2. All right. Then I'm going to do in the Highland Heather. Let me start putting some of these away. Get them out of the way. I'm just going to go over it. So you have this skinnier piece right here. I'm just going to ink that up here and go over it like that. And I think these will get a little lighter. So we've got that now. Now I also need a stem. So I'm going to do that in Shaded Spruce. Okay. Just a little bit of a stem. Okay. Guess what we need to do? Die cut. All right, so let me show you the dies for this. So I'm going to take this one right here, and I'm going to die cut 2 of these out of the Lost Lagoon piece of paper, cardstock. Okay, this one uses this big one right here, so that's going to get die cut with that. And then we have this piece right here, which is going to do, you're going to have to die cut 2 of those, right? 1 at a time. And then lastly, we've got this stem piece right here that just lines up like this. So run those all through your die cutting machine and cut all that out. Let me move this aside and find my pieces. So I've got 1, 2, 1 stem, the gorgeous grape, and then 2 of these Lost Lagoon to make our little bouquet. Okay. Are my hands clean? Hold on. Let me get my hands clean. Okay. See, look at, I'm even getting ink on my dimensionals. What a mess. Okay. Our calendar right here. Great, super easy. Oh, you know what else I didn't talk about was the vellum. Where's my vellum? Hold on. Did my vellum stay in the envelope? I know I cut vellum yesterday. Hold on. I wonder if I dropped it somewhere. This is a stylish shaped circle with the vellum. Okay. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it's invisible somewhere. Okay, so this can go at the bottom. Kind of right down here. Now, for the vellum, I'm going to just, let's build on here first, and we'll know exactly where to put adhesive for the vellum. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking one of these pieces here and add a little adhesive. I can still hear the rain outside, but it's not pouring buckets anymore, so that's good. It's so strange when we get rain like that because it's so rare for us. All right, so let's put that like right about here. Okay. All right, next we're going to put this layer right here, and I just put that over. I'm going to turn it just a little bit. We can make it go any way we want with the circle, right? I'm just going to use a little bit of seal. Yeah, and right about like that. I don't like that. Hold on. I feel like I'm taking this all off. I didn't put this Lost Lagoon piece over far enough. So, redo. I want it over more, and I've got a little bit of glue now on the vellum, but is that over any further? I think so. Okay. I think that's better, like that. Okay, this piece right here, I'm going to attach my stem to the bottom. And this, again, just like the balloons, you could go over or under, right? So it could go over like that, or it could go under. I chose to go under. And then I'm going to pop this up with a dimensional. So I've got my little stem like this. Let me get a couple dimensionals on here. Reinforce that right like that. And I'm going to put a little mini at the top. And this one's going to be a little bit taller. Off. So right about like this. Okay, then I'm going to put this last little Lost Lagoon piece over. So you could really get carried away with the combinations of all the beautiful dies and stamps in this set. It makes so many really pretty things. Okay, let's put that right about like here, kind of hanging off a little bit. I want this to go under here. At the bottom of our circle. Now we know exactly where we want or are able to put some of the adhesive where it's not going to show through the vellum. And we'll put that right in the middle. You could also pop it up if you'd like to. Okay, let's put our march on with a couple dimensionals. Just like that. All right, now the second one that we cut out will also, I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals too, and just put it at the bottom because we have a little bit of blank space down there because of the 31st, just hanging out by itself. Excuse me. Like that. Let's add some ribbon. This is some of that beautiful Lost Lagoon ribbon. We'll just dye a little bow. Did everybody go back to work this week? Tough. Everybody go back today. Tough adjustment, right? I wasn't feeling well, so I was not at work today. But I think I'm starting to feel better now. Okay. I took a couple of naps today. I didn't do anything. Fortunately, I had all this set up last night before I went to bed because I was planning on working today and then just coming home and doing my live. Okay, so there's our bow. Just like that. And then let's add, have you guys seen these purple shimmer gems? Beautiful in the 3 different colors. They're absolutely gorgeous. So let's put some of these on and finish up this calendar card. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that just fell right into place. Looks good. Here. I don't know what my favorite color is of these. They're all pretty good. One of these here. Okay, I think that's it, you guys. Our first class of the year, right? We did it. So we've got March. Let me get the others back out over here. February, January, all set. Our first quarter of the year. We've got our calendars. Don't forget, you will get the little easel to go with and a little mini tear-off calendar too. So this comes with your kit. One of these if you would like them. Okay, let me just go over a couple quick things. Remember, you can get this mat and this mat kit for free when you join my team. If you would like the project and measurement sheet, you can email me. I'll be happy to send this through email. I'll also have it in my email that goes to everybody tomorrow morning. And then Paper Pumpkin is also featuring Lovely Lavender, and that is till January 10th. So if you like that coordinating kit, your Paper Pumpkin will coordinate. The dies you can order if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. I haven't opened mine yet. But there are coordinating dies. The love is for January. What a cool die, right? That says love. There's the dies. They're bigger than I thought they would be. Aren't those nice? And then the next one is going to be February, which is going to be the Easter one. And then Memorable Meadows, which is going to have a stamp set. So those are the first 3 Paper Pumpkins of the year. Don't forget about the catalog that starts. And, oh, one more thing. So if you place an order of $35 or more with me, you can get this set free, but you can also get the Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial mailed to you. This is the new one for January, and these are all things out of the new catalog. So this is the card that I did for this month. But lots of fun ideas. I will email this to you for free if you place an order of $35 or more, and if you place an order of $50 or more, you'll earn Sale-A-Bration items. Okay, you guys, have a good week. Everybody getting back into the work scene. Have a great week. Happy New Year, everybody. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.